Good evening. I'm Fred Boston, and welcome to Late Hour News. With the presidential election gaining momentum like a horse bitten by the crazy bug, it is important for us to get a good close view at all of our presidential candidates. We've all heard their views and arguments, but how much do we really know about them? Recently, I had the opportunity to speak with presidential hopeful Joshua Phillips. Mr. Phillips opened a window into his soul and told me exactly how he came to be running for president. So what exactly is inside the mind of Mr. Phillips? Well, I got a chance to sit down and pick the brain of this presidential hopeful. I met Mr. Phillips in his summer house in Michigan. He greeted me warmly and showed me around his garden. We proceeded to small talk. He told me about his travels during the campaign and pointed out interesting things on our walk. He showed me many interesting things. Finally, we both got tired of the walk and went inside for the interview. Thank you for meeting with me for this interview, Mr. Phillips.
The pleasure's all mine, I'm sure.
Yes, we've all been watching you closely, very closely.
I hope you mean my presidential campaign.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Good.
You're originally from Michigan, correct? How was it growing up down under?
Growing up in Michigan was fine. It was beautiful. It's a beautiful country. It gets really cold, The education system was very good to me. It's actually the reason why I got into politics in the first place.
So, if you don't mind me asking, how did you end up in the position battling for one of the most influential roles in the world?
Well, it all started in 6th grade when I started using Instant Messenger.
Wait, Instant Messenger? You can't be serious.
It's shocking, but it's true. With the simple act of creating a buddy list, I started what would become a long list of connections. That list began as a ragtag group of school children, then high school chums, then frat brothers, and then finally a list filled with senators and congressmen. It's been a vital tool for my campaign and my career as a politician, not to mention keeping in contact with my friends and family.
So you wouldn't be running for president at all if not for Instant Messenger?
Absolutely not. It's been a tool that helped me go into this direction, and it helped me get that long list of connections I needed to get into the right positions of power.
Well, obviously, voters want to know where you stand on the important issues.
Important issues? Well, a very important issue for me is education. Because I believe education is what keeps this country alive. And I think that we need to foster tools that actually Instant Messenger fosters, like multitasking and connections and spelling and typing, which all of them helped me get into the positions where I was, and I feel that it will give everyone else a chance if we start teaching them in schools.
You know, I couldn't help but noticing those beautiful portraits you have in your study. Are they on your buddy list too?
Oh yes, actually they are. Here, let's go take a look. So, yeah, we have right here, we have William Marshall. He's a congressman of Illinois. Mm-hmm. I know him very well. We grew up together. Actually, his screen name was Razzle Dazzle. I think it was a basketball reference or something, I'm not sure, but...
Funny that you remember that.
Yeah, I know. It's funny that I remember these little things. Yeah, he was a good friend. And right here, we have Donald Peterson. He's actually, he's a senator of Michigan.
Right.
He's from my state.
Your home state?
Yeah, my home state. His screen name was Satan Man. Satan Man. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He was a weird kid. He's changed his name, and he also, he wears a suit now instead of chains.
Oh, right. Who should you vote for? That's something that even the late hour news can't tell you. But I hope that this interview granted you some insight into the workings of the man behind the screen name. Thank you, I'm Fred Boston. Good night.